I'm back. Just that quick, okay? And we are going to do a reading on true crime. We're going to use two decks. I'm going to use my gold card and I'm going to use my true crime, okay? Matter of fact, let me cleanse the deck. Get it ready. Okay. Yes. Ooh, let's get a nice smudge. Ooh, yeah. Smudge it up. Oh, yeah. Get us a nice old nasty piece of smudge. Okay. So we're going to do an update on these children. Okay. And let's see if we can find out if they're dead or alive after all this time. The more time goes by, the less likely, okay, they are to be alive. However, there was a girl doing a reading, okay, and from the reading that she did, okay, they may still be alive, okay? Who knows? Okay, so let's ask the cards. What do you want us to know about Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who went missing on their property in Nova Scotia? Okay. Now apparently there's a brother. There's a brother. I forgot what she said his name was. Was it Justin? There was a brother. So apparently the mother has two boys. Okay, and Daniel is one, and then she has the other boy. Okay, Daniel is the stepfather of the kids. So she was saying that, okay, the reader was saying that there's a possibility that we're looking at the wrong person, and the brother who's sitting back in the background, all quiet, okay, and that they could be protecting him. The mom might be mad, okay, because they're trying to protect him, okay, but yet her two kids are missing. And maybe they've come up with this, well, that's usually the case. They come up with this story about calling the police and telling them that somebody took the kids. The kids are missing. Because it's really hard to believe that those kids just popped up missing like that with those people, those grown-ups on the property. I also, okay, don't understand why the mom would sleep with those two little kids like that. Okay, especially out in no man's land, okay, and, well, it doesn't even matter, because kids can get in all kind of stuff at that age, go anywhere, and what in the world was she doing sleep in the back? And the two kids, well, he was up there, okay, what was he doing? So I think it might be a case they're all pointing the finger at each other, okay? But regardless of that, they know what happened. If they all pointing the finger at each other, they all know what happened, okay? And they not saying. What do you want us to know about Jack and Lilly Sullivan? Are they dead or alive? Can you tell us that? Okay. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay. Underneath it all is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And that's not good. That's bad karma. Bad karma. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. So there's bad luck. There's an upheaval, disorder, external forces, lack of control, disruption, unwelcome change, delays, and setbacks. And the delays and the setbacks come from them not being coming forth with the information, hiding, lying, okay? That causes delays, okay? Giving out the wrong information, okay? So, yeah, all that is setbacks and delays, okay? Now, oh, it felt like two. We have the Ace of Cups, okay? So there's some bad news coming. There's some bad news coming. We have the children, okay? Well, this says happy news. Well, from the fish in the cup, okay, I don't see that as happy news, but the card says happy news. Okay, some good news, okay? Some good news coming. Maybe they're going to find them alive. Let's go with that. Oh, but then we got the Tower. I told you I felt it was bad news. We have the Tower. And we have the Moon. Secrets. Okay. So, there's going to be some news coming in. It's going to be a Tower moment, okay? And it's going to reveal the secrets that are being hidden. So the dirt is going to come out in the wash. Oh, we have the Seven of Cups, okay? There is going to be a clarity come upon somebody, okay? The clarity. The secrets they've been keeping, they're going to have some clarity, okay? And that clarity may cause them to come forth and tell the truth on where it happened and the location of those kids. Okay, and we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is a mature, grounded male. Okay, successful, wealthy businessman, bettering yourself, not a risk taker. Okay, so he's thriving. That sounds like Daniel, provider. He has stability because he's got his mom's property, okay? He's thriving. He's providing for this lady and her kids, and then he's got a little baby with her. So that sounds like Daniel right there. And matter of fact, I'm looking at it. Daniel is right next to this. So it looks like Daniel may be the one that comes out and tells the truth. Okay, he doesn't want to feel like he's betraying his brother if his brother had something to do with it. Okay. We have Judgment. So, yeah. And this is coming soon. Okay, we have Strength, but it's in reverse. So there's going to be some kind of weakness, some vulnerability, okay? Somebody feeling low self-esteem, okay? Yeah, lack of direction. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is a celebratory card, but it's in reverse. So there is no celebration. There's just going to be shattered dreams. Devastation. And this right here is on top of the Moon card. Okay, so he's going to the secret of the devastation, okay, is going to be revealed. And then we're going to have the Five of Wands, but it's in reverse. So that fighting, okay, is going to come to an end. So what we don't see, or what we probably don't see, this is all alleged, okay? These are my interpretations and these are my intuition. The feelings that I'm getting from this card is that there's a compromise, an end of the conflict. So what we don't see is apparently behind the scenes, okay, there's conflict going on because they know what happened. Now, we don't know just yet who did what, okay, but they all lying. That I will tell you. We don't know who did what, but they're all lying. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so that right there is bad business. Okay, broke. Somebody's broke. Okay, poor financial. And I think that came up again too. And it might have something to do with the mama not finishing what you started. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so he's coming forth, okay, with a proposal. He's coming forth with an offer. So there's an offer coming. Maybe it might be a, what do you call that when they make a deal? Okay, with the perpetrator. So something like that. Okay. So somebody is going to come forward and tell the truth. Okay. He's having a moment of clarity. Okay. And a moment of weakness. And they may come at whoever the perpetrator is with a deal. Or they could come at him with a deal. We know you know, woo, 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 woo. Okay, we're going to charge you with accessory. We're going to charge you with this. We're going to charge you with that unless you become a witness. You know how they do. Okay, we got the King of Wands. Okay, energetic, experienced, okay, strong, friendly, okay. So that might be the police, the judge, or whatever, coming into this, offering words of wisdom, okay, making this offer. Here's the offer, and here's the person who's going to come and make it. Okay? We have the Lovers in reverse. Now, with all it's said and done, okay, it's in reverse, okay, that could signify a divorce because they're married, supposed to be married. That could signify a divorce, a disagreement, a breakup right here, okay. Then we have the Three of Pentacles, but it's in reverse, okay. And this is, oh wait, this is my messed up card. Okay, so this right here in reverse, okay, is a lack of commitment, okay. If it was straight up like this, it would be teamwork, okay. But in reverse, there's a lack thereof. And then we have the King, the King of Swords, but it's in reverse. Okay, so there's a lack of structure. Somebody's not that intelligent. Or if they are, they're not using it in a good way. Okay, they're not being logical in their thinking. Okay. We're going to do one more row. Someone's trying to get away with something. Someone's hiding something, trying to get away with it, okay? Betrayal, stealing, okay? You name it. There's a thief in the camp. Trying to make a break for it, okay? And then we have the Hangman, but he's in reverse, okay? So this hangman right here is someone who refuses to see another perspective. They're set in their ways. They're going to see it the way they see it. They're not going to change their perspective. They're the discontentment, okay, the apathy. He's not interested in hearing nothing else. Okay, that could be the mama, okay? She may not be in agreement, okay? Then we have Temperance, in reverse. Temperance is patience, okay? But when it's in reverse, okay, it is the opposite, okay? It's impatient, it's indulgence, okay? And it's an imbalance. So that could be some kind of drug use, okay? Or that could also be somebody that just ain't wrapped too tight, okay? It could be that because she's right next to the hangman, okay, who is not hanging. So she might be a can short of a six-pack here. That might be what's going on. Let's see. Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles. The knight in shining armor, okay, is slowly coming forth, okay, with something, with an offer, some money, a message, a letter, okay, bringing something forth. He don't look like he's in a rush, sitting there on his horse with a big old pinnacle. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups, okay, but it's in reverse. So this is dysfunctional home, an unhappy home, okay, a broken home. So we're going to use some true crime and clarify and get more information on this situation. But this is what's going on now, okay? What do you want us to know about Jack and Lilly Sullivan, okay? They're still missing in Nova Scotia, Canada, and there has not been any sightings. Are they dead or alive, okay? I don't get any death in here, as a matter of fact, because I did ask that. And if they are alive, okay, why are they hiding the children? What is really going on here? Okay. Can you clarify? What do you want us to know with Jack and Lilly Sullivan? Nova Scotia, Canada. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay. So we have a wooded area. And there is a wooded area. There's a forest all around the house, the property. Okay? That's for sure. So that's kind of like telling me my inkling is that they're on the property. They are on the property somewhere. Okay? There's money involved. Something about money. It's greed. It's greed. And I've kind of gotten the feeling that maybe they weren't on the property when the police came, but that they may have been put back on the property. And the wooded area, it's really dense. They say it's really dense. So you can't just go out there walking through the forest, okay? Like this card. See how this card looks like you could just walk through? You can't do that out there. You cannot do that. We have serial killer. So Let's keep going. Oh, wow. Spouse, partner, serial killer. This is not the first time that this has been done. Somebody needs to be looked at, get a closer look. Celebrity, missing. Now, the kids could be missing, or evidence could be missing. There might be some evidence, or something's missing. It could be all that. Okay? It's missing. A gift. Okay? So something was presented as a gift. Okay? And then we have celebrity. So we're kind of getting some strange, okay? See, but you gotta realize these right here. This is what it's all behind. Greed and money, okay? And people will do something strange for a piece of change. People will do something strange for a piece of change. Okay? And we got a celebrity. I think the spouse and the partner is going along with this. Okay? The wooded area. And I'm going to put that piece of missing evidence, missing information. Something is missing. Okay? So we're left with the celebrity and the gift. Okay. I'm going to do some more cards, and then I'm going to get who is it. Okay. Runaway. Organized crime. I'm going to put that in with celebrity. I'm also going to take the serial killer. Well, wait, maybe not. Okay, hold on. Aliens, okay? You know, that's my drug card right there. Aliens and outer space. Accomplice, partner in crime. That's going to go with the organized crime. Now, it's interesting how this is coming out. We have a dysfunctional family, okay, that are hiding something, okay. We even come out with the spouse partner, okay. We even come out with the woods, which is right their house, okay. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, you know. It's okay. You can't. Okay. So maybe one of the kids tried to run away. And maybe he ran into the woods. Okay? So there may be something out there that's missing that they haven't connected. Child. Okay. Do I need to spill some tea? Okay. But I'm saying who is it? But it's telling me it's organized crime, okay? And it's an accomplice. Okay, let's spill some tea. Or what's the T? Okay, we gonna end it at here, but I'm just curious. Okay, I don't see a deck that I could go in with a clarifier. I got some more cards coming too. I'm gonna end up having a bundle of true crime. Okay, and then I have my bundle of regular cards. Okay, and then I have a bundle here for because I'm going to be doing the or I want to do the for you guys. Okay, words of inspiration. Okay, and pull those cards. Okay, so what's the T on this spread here? Can you clarify? This spread is on Jack and Lilly Sullivan of Nova Scotia, Canada. And what do you want us to know about this case? The children are missing. They still haven't been found. Okay. And can you give us some clarification? Okay. Is it an organized crime? Are they dead or alive? Okay, what is going on? Because even though it's organized crime, now the thing that's got me, okay, is the serial killer. That kind of threw me for a loop, okay? But then we have organized crime and accomplice. Now, that doesn't mean that the kids were killed. You see what I'm saying? They may have needed an accomplice because there's 2 kids. Okay, I don't know. Organized crime doesn't have to be murder, see? But serial killer, and I could put serial killer with organized crime because the thing about a lot of these organized crimes, they pick people who like to do, who have a special quality to them. Okay, and I knew somebody like that. He would like somebody that liked to use knives. Okay, he had one fella he would like to use the knives. He liked to stab people. Yes. Okay. Then you got some people who like to strangle. Okay, you have some people who prefer to use a gun. Okay, so whatever your specialty is, okay, and if you're good at it, you get hired. I'm not lying. Okay, but this is all alleged for your entertainment purposes, okay? Let's interpret. What do you want us to know? What's the T on Jack and Lilly Sullivan of Nova Scotia? Oh. Okay, now the greed right here, okay, the greed and the money, okay, goes with this broke. Okay, and the only person I can relate to that are the parents, okay? Well, not just the parents, but the people, these people, okay? That's the parents, the mama, the grandma, okay? They broke, okay? Fake smiles. Somebody is unbothered. They really are. They are unbothered. Okay? They just dusting it off. Cock blocking. We got Boss Daddy with big dick energy. That would go with the organized crime. Always partying. And you know what comes with partying? Getting high. Okay. There's been threats. There has been threats. Okay. Now, I wonder, could the other brother, okay, be involved in some shady dealings? I wonder, okay, I don't know what he does. I know there's a brother, they said, there. She's got two boys. And I wonder what the other brother, okay, or maybe all these people could have connections to shady people. But look, there's a method to the madness here. Okay, there's a method to the madness. You're not gonna get two decks of cards, okay, coming up with pretty much the same thing. Come on now, karmic friends. Okay, see, you know them kind of friends you can't trust, and they can't trust you. Happiness hater, so somebody is bitter. Somebody wants you back. Child services, and child services did get involved because from my understanding they took the baby. Now I don't know if they still have the baby or if they gave the mom custody of the baby, okay, because she's no longer on the property, okay, but the child services was involved. Okay, somebody's clout hungry. Somebody's trying to get clout, and they're probably trying to get clout within the organization that they are familiar with, are affiliated with. They hustling. Well, that's what they call themselves doing. They call themselves hustling, okay, making some money, trying to get to the bag, okay. Somebody got rejected, or they're feeling rejected. They're feeling ghosted. And then someone's holding a grudge. Okay. So somebody could be holding a grudge, okay, but they're greedy, okay, and they need money. Okay. So that's not a good combination, and it may have turned into a lethal combination, okay. And fishing for comments, okay, so people are listening to what other people are saying, and scarcity tactics, okay. So somebody's trying to get ghosts. Somebody's trying to make themselves less accessible. Put it to you that way. Okay. Hooked. There go the water. Hooked. Somebody's also a cyber bully. Okay. And someone feels like moving on. Thank you. Next. Okay. Just like it was saying here about the disinterest. Somebody's not even interested. They could care less. Okay. Yeah, that. And we got a thief. Okay. And then there's a car. And you see in the background, okay. Now in the background, it looks like there's a fence, a walled fence, okay. But if this was on the people's property, this would all be woods, okay. This would be all thick forest back here, okay. And then they got the paved road to the house, okay. So I wonder, is this involving a car? Did somebody pull up? Okay, and they study trying, somebody's trying to dig up dirt, and I think that's the police. Snooping for secrets, trying to expose you, tables might turn. Okay. So somebody's starting to make assumptions. Okay. Somebody is creating stories, okay, making stuff up in their head, okay. Somebody's starting to lose trust. Okay. And then they fake flexing like they got money. But they don't have money. They broke. And they played out. And they moving in silence. And then you got some people, and the mama is still not over it. And maybe the perpetrator who's holding a grudge, he still may not be over it. Okay? They looking them up, cyber stalking, okay? And talking shit. Okay? Now, with that said, allegedly, okay, I'm going to leave it right there. But I'm getting the vibe from this right here that the father, okay, and I'm going to tell you why, okay, is the father. The father, if the real father had something to do with it, okay, he could have been the one that pulled up in that car. And if the kids recognize him, you see what I'm saying? He could have easily have pulled up and they got in the car and drove off. Just that quick, okay? But he ain't saying nothing, okay? And he's holding a grudge against the mama, okay? He's talking shit, okay? Because the kids have come up missing, knowing he's the one that took them, okay? But he got to play that role, okay? And he's been looking her up, cyberbullying her, looking her up on the internet, okay? He's been moving in silence, okay? Now, I don't know anything about his finances, okay? He's been crying over her, and he's been fake flexing, okay? So somebody is making like they got some money and they don't. But I would not be surprised. They may want to take another look. They could take a deeper look at the brother, or they may need to take another look at the dad, okay? Yeah. He's holding a grudge, okay? Yeah. And see, came up in the car and took the kids. A thief. So that's another angle to look at, okay? And yeah. So he's fishing for comments, okay? He's seeing what folks is saying, how much evidence they got, you know, okay? Typical, and she rejected him. She rejected him, she left him, she got ghost on him. And he's holding a grudge. He don't appreciate that, okay? That's what this is sounding like, okay? He wants you back. See what I'm saying? I hope you see where I'm going with this, okay? You could have another opinion, okay? Leave it in the comments, okay? Yeah, but he wants you back. Happiness hater because she's happy with the other guy, okay? Maybe he's been threatening, okay? He might be the one that's always partying, that's on drugs. Okay, and he might be the boss daddy with the big dick energy. See how easy that fits? Okay, so that's a vibe right there. That's a vibe. That's all I'm saying. It's a vibe. There's a possibility that the real dad may have a play in this, okay? But we're going to find out, okay? Mm-hmm. And she could be the one that's hiding the secrets. Okay? She could be the one. Okay? See, because he's probably making her feel guilty. Okay? You wasn't even watching the kids. Somebody that came up here, took the kids, so you say, and you must not have been watching them. Okay? That guilt trip. Ooh, that was a vibe right there. That was a vibe. I'm telling you, that was a vibe. Okay? Allegedly. Give this video a thumbs up. Please give me a subscription. Okay? I really appreciate it. I really do. Okay? But most of all, stay blessed. Okay?